So we're on our way right now to go get some wheels for this bitch. But first off, we gotta wash this hoe. So we're gonna hit up the wash. The Thrifty, the $1 wash. I don't know what the offset on these ones, but it's not too crazy, and they're almost flush. So the ones I got have a little more offset than I'd like, and they are like the wrong color, but I think it shouldn't look too bad. And they actually have brand new tires, which is cool, because you know, a lot of people, they're like, oh, they're brand new tires, and they're not. Let's see how well these rims don't fit. Oh, it's not too bad. Doesn't look too bad. They don't fit too terribly, but I'm gonna cut these springs until I order some coilovers. Should be in the next week or so. When that YouTube money comes in, I'll order some coilovers. But for now, I'm gonna take the front suspension apart, and then we'll cut a couple springs and then go from there. So the struts come out pretty easy on these cars. I just have to take off the brake line and this stupid sensor. But there's like 2 bolts right here, and then the fucking bolt for the rack and pin, which sits up way high, which is gonna suck when I have to do an alignment, because I'm gonna have to try to like fucking reach my arm all the way up here and then adjust this. But it shouldn't be too difficult. And then there's like 3 bolts on top. So I'm gonna get this out and then we'll cut them springs. Okay, so I got it all set up to go into the bag. It's almost ready to come out. There we go. See, look at that. It wasn't even nothing crazy. And they usually don't lose the nut if it's in the Allen like that. Now I know you're gonna say it's gonna ride like shit, but like these springs, like this is like the soft side, and this is like the hard side of these springs. I know, like, well, the springs I'm usually used to like aren't so spread out, so you can just cut off a little bit and you don't have really any issues. But these ones are so fucking huge. But anyways, I cut about, what would you say that's like 1 coil, or is that one? I'm not sure, but whichever way you want to look at it, it's like 1 1/4 or 2 1/4, whatever. I don't know, whatever you want to look at it, but it's probably about 3 inches from here to there. So let's put them back in, see how it rides. I know it's not gonna ride the best, but I don't want a fucking 4-inch wheel gap while I'm riding around on these for the next probably 2 weeks. I found this fucking worm. He tried to stab me with his little fucking thorn. But I'm gonna get back to what I'm doing. Fucking piece of shit. So there's like a 2-inch gap between the top of the tire and the top of the car on the front. So we need to take at least about 3.5 inches out, at least somewhere close to that. Probably about 3.5 inches out, just to get the back looking decent. I can't, there's no way I'm riding around like this. Look at that. It's a 4-inch gap. Took me a minute to figure out how to get to these rear struts, but check it out. It's like factory top hats. So that's cool. And there's like hella space to add a lot more, because it just has like these little cancer covers over it. It's not too bad. Just gotta figure out where all this dirt's coming in from, because I don't want to fuck this interior up. Oh, it's probably right here. Look at that. That was easy. So it looks like somebody replaced the fuel pump maybe at one time. Yeah, I'm gonna put that back for sure. The back's not set up too difficult. It's a lot easier than like in the EFs, because you can just take off this one bolt and this whole thing should just come out. I believe it looks that way. It's fucking camber arm. It's hella long. So yeah, I'm gonna order camber kits for the back. I don't know how the front works. I think there's like some bolts or something you can add. I've got to look into that, but I know these camber arms are like $200 or something. So I mean, it's kind of high, because for an EF you can get them for like $20. and just rock those. But yeah, I'm gonna take this bolt off and it should come right off. So it's a little better. The back's a little lower than the front, but the 16s do look good. I think once we get like 3 more inches out or down, it should be a lot better. And I didn't know if I was gonna like the color, but it doesn't look too bad. So let's go take it down the block and see how fucked up the ride is now that I've cut the springs. So it actually rides pretty decent. It's like about the same, like you can't really tell. I was driving and I can hear it hitting, but I was already like 2 miles down the road. So I actually bent all this out on the side of the road, or bent it back in, but it popped back out because the tire's hitting it. Fucked up these new tires. It's a little fucked, but it's nothing crazy. It still holds air. So I'm going to take the tires off and roll these fenders out a little bit, because yeah, this can't stand. Hopefully he doesn't spray me with that fucking cancer. Country ass life, motherfuckers. Peace, pimps.